as well. But kind of my thinking was, as I was saying with some of these things that we do, we're you never do everything consistently. You always get so busy. So I was thinking about just trying to get some type of accountability group going on here where we can work out 2 or 3 or 4 strategies that we want to run consistently. And I'm talking about the non-paid, like not the ad strategy, because ad strategy is obviously great, but that's pretty much anyone can do that. You just turn that on and hopefully you get some hits and you follow up on it. But I was talking about like the consistent posting and trying to do the video and making sure that we're reaching out to whomever our referral contacts are that we're going after, whether it's real estate agents, insurance agents, financial planners, whatever the case may be. But just do something like that, and once a week hop on one of these hangouts and kind of share our experiences. Once a day, post somewhere, making sure that we've gone ahead and done what we said we were going to do, and we'll kind of go like that. Pretty basic.
I think that's perfect, man. Again, being new to everything here, I'm still trying to try and pick up parts of it that I think fit me best, because I don't want to get too sideways on kind of straying for what I know already works for me.
Right.
And the accountability would be huge, because I'm a broker in my company, so it's like I don't really have any. So I appreciate that. And right now I'm just looking for Breakthrough Academy. I'm trying to get through most of it. And then I'm with you totally. The more we can do organically, the better, because I've always gotten pretty good results from Facebook before I met Ryan, just from the Pareto 80-20, where I would, on my personal page, just, be myself, try and post things I think are interesting or funny or quirky, share stuff with my family. And then whenever anything relevant, and it's got to be pretty relevant, comes up, I would just post, hey, listen, big rate drop. If you're currently looking into refinancing, here's what you should expect to see. Rates around what for, costs around $2,000 or less. If you're not seeing that and you want an opinion, just privately message me and I'll give you my advice. And that usually ends up turning into apps.
That's awesome.
Yes, so it's but again, I'm still feeling a little bit rudderless right now with all the learning. So any best practices that you want to share from being way down the road in this training, I'm all ears, man. I'm not one of those proud guys that's going to be stubborn. I just want to learn. So
well, I think this will actually work out really well, because I can kind of help you and almost mentor you in this piece of it, but in turn you'll also be able to mentor me in achieving like the level of success that you have. So I mean it could be a real good fit right there. And you said, and DJ is bringing some pretty unique skill sets and what he's doing into it as well. So I think it'll work out pretty cool. So I guess, I mean, the thing I wanted to, I guess the 4 of us need to do, and we can just do it on chat or something like this at another time, is what do we want to focus on? Do we all want to focus on 2 or 3 of the same strategies so we can push each other? Do we want to each pick 2 or 3 things that we want to do? Do we want to find, do we want to focus on video marketing, webinars and something else? Like, we kind of got to get those 2 or 3 things that we can do. And I don't want to do anything that's too crazy, because I don't want you being overwhelmed as you're going through the BFA stuff now. But so yeah, I guess I just kind of want to figure out where everyone's head is as far as like the type of what we want to do and how we want to go about it.
Yeah, I thought what you said was perfect. I'm real comfortable with video. I love how you just said, let's all pick 3, maybe the same type of techniques or strategies, and see how it shakes out with existing contacts, or maybe trying to go out and get new realtors, or whatever you feel works the best right now. Highest value activity for our time. We all got families.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially with video, because like I said, I love video, and I think you can spend $5 or $10 a day on some promoted videos and get a ton of interaction. But I was thinking we could actually come up with daily videos And post a video 5 or 6 days a week. Just 2-3 minutes that you just film with your iPhone on a selfie stick or a tripod. But I mean, you could do motivational Monday, do trivia Tuesday, tip of the week Wednesday, technology Thursday, screw around Friday, something like that. Where you could target both new referral partners and you could target, direct to consumer as well, just getting your brand name and getting your face out there. With that, I think that could be a real simple, real easy strategy. And like I said, if you do it 5 days a week for a month, just the amount of recognition that you're going to have it's going to be astronomical, because not only you're doing it, which no one else is, but you're doing it, putting 20 videos out there that you also run a couple dollars in ads to right there for your local area. That could be huge just with the amount of volume and visibility that you get.
Yeah, I want your advice on the videos. I got a little experience in it.
Yep.
Just from because when 2008 came around, I was wondering if I was staying in the business or not, like a lot of us did, I think. And then so I started an internet marketing company, and I also did some things with video where I was thinking about selling my company. So I optimized the video on YouTube just for mortgage company owner solutions, mortgage owner solutions, mortgage platform, and it just kind of I optimized it for those keywords, sent it out, and it worked. I actually had about 10 different loan officers. Love that kid, DJ.
So what's up, Lincoln?
Contact me, man, and I ended up selling them jobs. I wasn't really hiring at the time because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the company.
Right.
But I would love, TJ, your advice on taking a piece of content, which I'm starting to realize I need to really produce a lot more, and then just doing some targeted ads. Again, I've got no experience on the paid ads side.
Yeah, I think for me, paid ads don't work. It just they don't convert in my area. And I mean, I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars testing and retesting, and every now and then I'll get a hit where I'll pull 100 leads for $3 a pop, and I'm like, I got it, and I get all excited and I start calling all my real estate agents. I'm like, I've cracked the code, and it doesn't work. Like I said, I go back to do it again and I can't deliver. But what has worked for me is, again, just doing like a video ad and just the amount of views. So I've got a ton of content on video marketing, from optimization to Facebook ads. Probably what we'll do is I'll set up another secret Facebook group, and I'll upload that. That's from other courses I've taken. I'll upload it in that for us all to go ahead and take a look at right there, so you can get a better idea on just different types of videos that can be made. But I think video is huge. DJ, you've been doing a lot of video these days. Is that having an impact in your business?
Well, yeah, and that's really what we'll do right now, organic. I've been kind of just creating the content with the videos and planning on doing some stuff with it later. I've been wanting to actually started going back more into videos. Have you seen how Facebook has adjusted how they're charging?
Yeah, now it's
10
they're
seconds.
not going to count until 10 seconds. That's huge. That's awesome for us.
Yeah, Griffin, did you hear about that or know what that is?
No.
All right, so Facebook, in the video, if you run a video ad, they would charge you per a person that would watch it for 3 seconds. However, that would also count if somebody's how they autoplay, and if it was they're not even actually looking at it, it was on the screen, it would still count. But now they're changing it to 10 seconds, so it's probably going to make the cost go up. However, in 3 seconds, you can't really hook somebody to watch more of the video. 10 seconds, you should be able to get them the hook to watch it, so you're going to get better engagement. Your video views might go down theoretically, but your quality and your reach, I think, is going to be more higher end. So that's going to get me to start pulling up my green screen again and start doing some awesome ads with that.
It's a quality versus quantity piece right there. I agree with you. So DJ, just to give you a quick heads up, kind of what we've been talking about here was, we wanted to pick 2 or 3 strategies that each of us could focus on, organic strategies, or if we go paid ads small, $5 per day budget, $10 per day budget, something like that. Something that we all agree on, that we kind of can create the content, share with each other, then hold each other accountable. You know, I'll just set up a group once a day. We'll go in and post, make sure that we've done what we said we would do. You know, once a week we can have, or once every 2 weeks, however our schedule allows us, we can each hop onto a hangout like this so we can share what's working, what's not working.
Yep.
Right here. But again, I think we're all in agreement that if the Facebook ads, again, either they work or they don't work, or they work to an extent for a period of time, and so much of it's any type of internet lead. It's the quality. It's just what an internet lead is. You guys have worked them. I've worked them.
Right.
But the organic business, that's where you get your big money from. That's where you get your consistent business from, both consumer direct and from the potential referral partner. So DJ, what I suggested, and this is just an idea I threw out there right before you hopped on, was let's focus on video. One, because it's super easy. We all have, I'm sure, iPhones or Androids or laptops that have better camera than mine that you can go ahead and film on. We could do 5 videos a week.
Yep.
You could have Motivational Monday, Trivia Tuesday, Tip of the Week Wednesday, Technology Thursday, Feel Good Friday, something like that, where you can focus both on your business to business and your direct to consumer there as well. And so you do 5 videos a week, get them posted, maybe put $5 into them. Optimize them on YouTube. And I bet we get a ton of views, a ton of exposure right there, just off of that one simple strategy that we can start leveraging right there. And that's just one piece of it,
Yep.
So we could talk about the retargeting to it eventually, which obviously is driven. But I also have some ideas for some local, I call it local social marketing, like where you don't even focus on real estate and or mortgages. You're just talking about awesome stuff to do in your community for the week. Once a week, you give away a $25 gift card to a local restaurant, cafe, business, wherever the case may be. But
that's a great idea, because you could still target to people most apt to be buying a house or wanting a mortgage, and then you sort of get them as a fan, then you can retarget them later. That's a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. You target them locally. You get them to opt in to answer a trivia question. They opt in. You have them in your database. Once a week, you send out the list of open houses, for your real estate agents or something like that. So I kind of have some that as well. But yeah,
so you might be able to even talk to this is just spitballing right now that you mentioned that. There's a new Italian joint that just opened up in our community. It's smaller. It's approaching them. Hey, I'm a bit local business in here, and I do Facebook stuff. Would you want to throw $100 on an ad? Marketing, I'll market it, and whoever opts in, they can get a chance to win a gift certificate to come in, and then they're getting the additional exposure, and you get them to pay for the freaking ad, and then the gift certificate.
Right. And then eventually you can make that into a whole separate business, and that's where
right.
That's where Griffin comes in, because you've got experience with a bunch of different businesses, don't you?
Yeah, the thing it's real niche what I did. Aside from the mortgage businesses, I started a real estate company. I didn't start it, but one of my mortgage customers, he's a builder, real good builder. He built most of his area with $1 million up stuff, and then he had his broker license, and he said, "Hey, I'm just gonna get rid of it." I said, "Whoa, let's repurpose it. Why do you want to get rid of it? Tell me about what some of your thoughts are." I said, "Why don't we use it as kind of a relationship builder for agents that we know are good, that are self-sufficient. Let's just pay them all the money and set the expectation, hey, listen, the mortgage is mine. You got to make sure you sell that mortgage and get the customer to take action through our process, and it works. We've got around 3 agents that work for it now. And again, the whole goal was to kind of autopilot my business. So my philosophy has always been, well, since 2008, has been a little different. It's been kind of like that Mexican fisherman story, right? It's like I'm trying to optimize my personal energy and my time because I've got an unusually big family. DJ, I love seeing you hold that baby, man. I've got him. I mean, I can pull out a bunch right now.
Well, I saw you got that picture in the bathtub. What do you got, 5 or 6?
6.
6. That's awesome. My wife and I, we have 3, and we wouldn't be opposed to having some more.
That's awesome. 3 is hard. Like you're definitely outnumbered, man. But so I wanted to. I'm always just doing that formula in my head of personal life time and effort in business, what's good enough, and I don't want to miss anything for my kids. So I've just kind of taken, almost a Tim Ferriss approach to the mortgage business. What I'm finding is that I love help with is, as the broker, I feel like I'm losing out on a little respect because I've had a lot of success before. I'd say my production right now is pretty average because I haven't really worked it that hard. But my goal is to kind of grow my mortgage company here locally in Michigan. What I'm finding is that platform is good. I know the comp is really good. People are scared to jump because we're just a broker. Or there's something that I'm doing that may not be registering or clicking with people. We are virtual. We don't have any brick and mortar offices too, which is nice because my overhead is nothing. But so my goal through this was self-improvement, learning how to train salespeople a little bit better, and then getting in touch with what some of the hard chargers like you guys are doing that I can kind of pass along in terms of coaching to my LOs that are kind of driving in the dark right now on some pretty average type production. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to getting advice from you guys and coaching on and unvarnished feedback. You're not gonna hurt my feelings, man. Say anything to me, trust me. I'll implement it, and then sharing any experience with you guys. I love what you said about the organic. The realtors that I've got one real good realtor that he fills out my little quick app for me with the customer, sends them into my assistant. I mean, I'm closing some deals. I never even talk to these people ever, which is kind of like how I love to do it. I know that that's not typical, or like the best way to do it, but for my lifestyle, and TJ and DJ, you guys know with the families, I mean, it's just kind of a cool balance. But again, the numbers aren't that impressive, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do on a daily basis and learn to get those numbers up personally. And again, I want you guys coaching for sure on the organic stuff, developing more realtor relationships locally, just more systems. I look at systems like people. I talk to Fish about this all the time. He's like, man, I'm just flooded. I'm kind of hitting the ceiling on what one guy can do, and I'm like, hey, man, trust me. You say you need systems. What you need is people. You need an assistant that's going to do the work that is sucking your energy, your time. And then I even think he needs two, because he's real specific about everything that he does with his loans. He's really micro into the details and managing every part of it. I think he takes a lot of pride in that, which is really, really respectable. I like that. But it seems that he's kind of producing X amount and stuck with a kind of a glass ceiling of production because he's so in the process. So it's something that takes some courage to hire and train a couple people to try and help you scale, or just not even scale, but just work less, have more engagement with your personal life and your family, which will, doing things socially. We all know that gets us a ton of business, just being out there, and then also balancing how to do it right with your assistant, how to coach them so you don't break them. Because the biggest thing that I learned early on having an assistant, and I've made a couple mistakes on it, is you can't expect them to be better than you at what it is you're asking them to do. And you need to make sure that you're giving them explicit communication on the best ways to do these things that you're asking them to do. And, at the same time, having a little patience, because I know that he's been frustrated. And I think a lot of people that take on assistants for the first time are frustrated at, hey, my assistant can't read my mind. They didn't anticipate this. So what I found is that, the lifestyle that I like, it comes from a lot of explicit communication with my assistant. But again, it's like I've got this mortgage factory. I want more product to put through the factory, if that makes sense.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely think that it's a good fit for all set each other here. Sorry, I got all distracted. Why don't we do this? I'm going to go ahead and set up the Facebook group, because God knows I love Facebook groups, apparently. And let's just start throwing some ideas out there, and let's get cranked up for Monday. Let's not put it off a week or two or anything like that. Let's just crank it up for Monday. We got 3 days to figure out what we want to do. Pick 1 or 2 strategies to really go hard after. So I think we all agree video is a good idea. Let's figure out something else and let's just knock it out, man. And let's try to double our business over the next. We have 6 months. We literally just, even though it feels like it's the longest year ever, we were only halfway through the year. And I had a good half a year. I'm sure you guys did too, but I have no doubt that I can do double what I did if I just stay consistent. And that's my big thing, is just stay consistent.
Hey, what do you guys think, TJ, what do you think some of the best topics are for your videos? Because, I mean, once a day, that's a lot of videos, man. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, that's what I say. That's why you want to. And again, I'm not saying we have to do that. It's just kind of an idea. But sorry, I was getting a little feedback there. I say it doesn't have to be once a day, but I said I figure you could do 3 to 5 videos a week, but everything doesn't have to be towards the same thing. So you can have 1 or 2 that are consumer direct. You can have a couple that are going towards your referral partners or towards anyone that you're targeting right there. You can have one on, hey, let me tell you about the 3 or 4 open houses that are going to be happening this weekend, that type of thing. So it doesn't have to be all the same type of content. It's more about just getting the exposure and getting your face out there.
Yeah, I mean, what I've done, like what I've been doing the last few weeks, I'm just making series. Today, I gotta wash my face or something before I make the last one, but doing a series of 10 traits to look for in a buyer's agent. And each day I make a video on it, so I don't have to think too much. Before I did, 10 commandments on getting a home loan. So I mean, I have all this other content that I've created over time. That's the thing is, like, if you have the content, or if we share content, we just use other spitball together, we'll never have a lack of stuff. It's just a matter of having that, having it or break it down into pieces. It makes it really easy that way. Or eventually make a, not that everyone really cares about home, the specific loans, but something simple as a home loan series. What's the difference? Do an FHA, then an USDA, a jumbo, or an underwriting series or a processing series. I mean, just that, just stuff. Part of it you don't even use. You would use in advertising, but I have it as a filler. So if when I do marketing and people come to my page or whatever, they see that it's full of content, whether they look at the content or not. But they say, wow, this guy really has his shit together. He's got all this information. I have people come to my office like, hey, you're that YouTube guy, you're that video guy. Like it's like I'm some freaking celebrity, and all they saw was a video that their realtor forwarded to them of, hey, check this out. And it just really brings a layer. What I've been finding since I've been doing the video, it almost positions you as the expert, and it helps to break that wall down ahead of time. Because I don't meet most of my clients until I'm doing I don't take their information, I don't pull credit, and my assistant, I have her do usually I have all that. I say, yeah, bring this person in, then I meet them for a consultation, but they've already seen me through different videos, and it's like they already know me, and then the wall of distrust has been taken down, and they're ready to do business already.
Yeah, that's huge. And for you to do 3 videos, 3-minute videos, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, if it takes you 2 or 3 takes, you can film 3 videos in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour at the most. 5 videos in an hour, and then you just put them out once a day, or over the course of 5 days or something like that. So, like I said, I think it's that's definitely just an idea. It's a work in progress, so we can narrow it down or hone in a little bit more on what we want to do. Plus, I think obviously the other piece to it would be the consistent posting of the content. Whether we can even share content with each other, that type of thing. I think it's important that even though the organic reach of Facebook these days isn't as strong as it used to be, it's still important. You can see that in a lot of what Ryan does. He still gets that really strong organic reach right there. And granted, he's got 5,000 friends and all kinds of other stuff. But the consistent posting's huge. I think video's huge. And then just going out and doing the 5x5x5. Hey, Griff, have you learned about the 5x5 or the Lucky 7, whatever Ryan's calling it this time?
No.
Okay. DJ, you familiar with that?
It sounds familiar, and I probably know what it is.
All right. It's basically you would message 5 people a day. You'd post on 5 people's walls, and you respond to or comment on 5 people's posts that you're targeting from a referral standpoint. The concept is if you do that 5 times a week, you've made, what's that? I don't even know the numbers off the top of my head. But so it's 15 times 5, 75 interactions per week. That's 300 interactions per week with potential referral partners.
Yep.
So, and it's just it's just like the core. The core is pick up the phone and call people. Call 40 people a week. Or 40 realtors a week. Call your top 40 customers, that type of thing. This is basically the same thing. You're just doing it via Facebook versus on the phone, so you're avoiding that kind of calling process. Yep. So I like those ideas. So I think we do 5x5x5 video and consistent posting. Hold each other accountable for that.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, this sounds perfect. My takeaway from what both you guys said is that content is the game, right? So we just need things to post, whether it's video or blogs. And I know that was my aha moment from today is from both you guys. The video topics. So what I'm going to charge myself with is to create content daily. I'm going to do the 5x5x5 also, but creating content daily, whether for me it's for mortgage products, for I love what you said, DJ, about 10 traits to look for in a buyer's agent. That's kind of more, if I can cross over sales training and also things that are relevant to consumers for my loan officers that are part of my audience, and then the realtors that are part of my little group. That's good for me. So I think I know what I need to do. My action steps are to create content daily.
Yep, I think you got it. And let's share our scripts with each other. Let's post our videos back in the group so we can critique them, we can check them out, we can steal them from each other. That way we're not reinventing the wheel. That's it. Let's rock and roll, gents.
Love it.
Love it. Good leadership, TJ and DJ. Appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, man, it's good. We're glad to have you here. So, all right, peeps. Enjoy the holiday weekend. I'll get the group set up. I'll put everyone in here, and let's rock and roll for Monday.
Sounds great. Thank you.
So yes.
Yeah.